But first, Vicky Nyugen's here. She's talking tipping, when you can skip it and when you definitely need to pony up.
Hoda, Craig, to tip or not to tip? That is the question facing so many of us when they turn that little tablet around at the register. Coming up what the experts say, plus how some workers are actually revolting against people who skip the tip. That's next on Today.
NBC News senior investigative consumer correspondent Vicky Nyugen on the case. Vic, what's the word?
Good morning, Craig and Hoda. Yeah, you know we've all been at the checkout counter when we get prompted on that tablet with the tipping options, 25%, 20%, even when it's just takeout. It is causing a lot of people to add that so-called guilt tip to their purchases. And the thing is, it's happening a lot more often at businesses where you wouldn't typically tip. This morning, we have what you need to know about how much you should be adding and also when it's okay to skip that tip. So here's the bottom line with all of this. Keep in mind when it comes to service workers, they depend on the tips that they receive. While it was once the custom to tip after service is complete, some workers are now taking into account whether or not you tipped up front, and that could actually impact the quality of service. No judgment, but that's just the reality that people are facing. One great tip I got from Holly, who does our radio show, she was like, just keep some singles, keep some cash on you so you can add something to the tip jar. You don't feel the pressure of adding it to your credit card or whatever, but at least you're tipping when you're getting things.
I remember working at Ponderosa a long time ago, and when people didn't tip, you couldn't believe because you were running around. So I always feel like if you have more, give more. If you have less, give what you can give.
You can.
Especially these guys who are making below minimum.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
They're
not
relying
cool.
on that money.
If you can afford to tip. Tip.
Be
All
generous.
Right. Thank you, Vicky.
You know someone who always tips?
Al Roker.
Always tips.
Big tipper.
Learn